Fellas, AC here. Welcome to another review. And this time it's a YouTube exclusive, which I thoroughly enjoy. It's an Hermes and it's an extrait called Parfum de Merveilles. Now, Merveilles, if I'm pronouncing it right, means wonders in French. And boy, is this a wonderful fragrance. So, let's start. I've already got it dry down. Now this one was released in 2005, I believe, and it's a flanker to the original, which was called Eau de Merveilles, which was released in 2004, very popular, and then there are many flankers to it. One, you must have seen those bottles, I'll put a picture up. One of them is called Eau de Merveilles Elixir, which should imply it's a parfum. It's not. This one is the real deal. It's very hard to get hold of and it's very, very expensive because it's an extrait. And the moment, the dry down is just stunning. So let me start with a fresh spray, and it's very, very fine fragrance. Very expensive as well. Wow, man, it is a wonder. The moment you spray, you know that you're smelling something super exclusive and absolutely beautifully made. So the parfumers, it's a sort of two people team. One is obviously my favorite parfumer, Jean-Claude Elena, and the other one is Ralph Schweiger. Now this guy is an unknown quantity to me. Apparently he's done Orange Sanguine. So it's a match made in heaven because Jean-Claude Elena loves orange. And he's done the recent release Lipstick Rose by Frederic Malle. So it looks like he's pretty decent at obviously fragrances. This guy has done, this doesn't smell like a Jean-Claude Elena work. This is more of a full spectrum. The reason I do not enjoy Jean-Claude Elena's work, most of his work, is because he tries to sort of embellish the notes, and I want to have a full experience. That's why I'm a bit skeptical about his work, but more and more I'm liking his work. Some of the earlier works, especially Terre d'Hermes and all that, I just got too bored of it because it's just not for me, and too synthetic as well. Here, my God, what a beautiful story this is. So this is an amber fragrance, right? And I really like all sorts of ambers. So I like the oriental ambers, non-oriental ambers, bright and beautiful and radiant amber, which is what this is. And about a year ago, I reviewed a fragrance which is by Boa 1920, and this is called Vetiver Ambrato. This is one of my absolute favorite bright amber fragrances. Non-oriental style, more westernized. Because amber has been used in the Eastern civilization since the dawn of time, You go to any Arabian attar shop, you'll find most amazing amber fragrances there. Amber is very, very loved, coveted, very popular with the Eastern style perfumery. The Western style perfumery, I don't know, probably 100 years old, and there's a distinct style of amber there. Mostly they use resinous materials like styrax, benzoin, others that are not coming into my mind, and here it's a bit special. So what you smell is just a beautiful, beautiful note of Peru balsam. Now, if you've never smelt it, I really highly urge you to do that. It's a very subtle, woody, sort of waxy sap-like smell with ambery facets. It's a fantastic note, and just try and smell it. It's absolutely amazing. Yeah. So Peru balsam coupled with a jam kind of a note, orange jam. So let's say marmalade, very sunny, lush, and tangy. Yeah, and Peru balsam is also tangy. So ambery, orange marmalade, very sunny. The fragrance is beautiful and bright, very radiant. And there's this little note of woodiness. So there's a lot of oak in this fragrance. They've used a note of oak and they've used a note of oak moss, and you get both, but only when it starts to dry down. But at the moment there's this woodiness to it. So sappy waxiness and woodiness, along with the smell of marmalade or jammy orange and Peru balsam, which is slightly ambery, slightly woody, and slightly sappy green. It is magical. It is magical. Absolutely beautiful. The more I wear it, the more I love it. I'm in total love with this fragrance. So, when the fragrance dries down, it also brings in a note of patchouli and also soapiness. Patchouli has a soapy facet. So, apart from being, and this is not resinous, this is not like a Eastern amber fragrance. It's not thick. It's very silky. And that's what elixirs or parfum does. It wears like a silk fabric on your skin. It just floats on your skin, almost a second skin. Beautiful, absolutely beautiful, very exclusive. Then when it dries down, brings in that note of vetiver, almost green grassy vetiver, and the note of patchouli, which has a soapy facet but also a green spicy facet. Yeah, a very slight hint of patchouli here, but very evident here. Absolutely amazing. The sweetness that you have, a little bit of jammy sweetness that you have in the opening, it goes away when it dries down. And it becomes this radiant, ambery, green, slightly earthy, slightly woody smell. It's just magical. Beautiful, beautiful. Absolutely beautiful. The only analogy I can give you is walking through a patch of land, big trees, on a wintry morning with sunshine. That's the imagery. And if you're wearing it in a warmer weather, sitting in a green, lush meadow with sun shining on your face, and you're having a little bun or a bread stuffed with delicious marmalade. That's how I can say it. It's just joy, simple joy. Oh, so upsides and downsides. It's a delicious, lush, delicious fragrance. It's slightly gourmand because of the orange marmalade smell, but the fragrance is hard to pin by saying it's a gourmand, it's an amber, it's a woody amber. It's just an experience. It's what a fantastic experience it is. It's just fabulous, the fragrance. It's just so unique. That's the second upside. The fragrance is utterly unique. But now, it might relate itself to the Eau de Merveilles line, but in essence, the fragrance is quite unique. Yeah, I haven't smelled many amber fragrances that use these note combinations. Absolutely stunning, right? Number 3, compliment factor, massive. It smells expensive. It smells very approachable. It's very, very beautifully made, very high quality, and most importantly, extremely attractive. So, compliment factor would be massive. Now, this is marketed towards women, but it's very, very unisex, yeah? And that could be a downside for some people. But before I go into the downsides, I'd like to give you an idea of where to wear it. See, when you feel special, you can wear this because it's a very special fragrance. So imagine yourself going to a special occasion as a man, dressed in a suit, very immaculately dressed. That's when you put this on, whatever the occasion. As a lady, you're wearing a very smart dress. You're going to your very important meeting, and you really, really made an effort to dress the most classy you can dress. That's when you put this on. It's a sort of a genderless fragrance to me, marked towards women, but completely genderless and very, very chic, very stylish. So those are the two things I wanted to cover in terms of dress code. It's a very special fragrance. Downsides: unisex, wouldn't work for some people. Number 2 has to be the availability. It's very difficult to get hold of, and it's very, very expensive. This 50 ml would cost you about 250 British pounds, so it's really expensive. And I expect it to be expensive because it's really high quality, but hard to get hold of. You'll really struggle to get hold of this. I was very lucky, as I always am. So the third would be lack of versatility. These sort of fragrances are so special, you want to bring this out only in special occasions. It's not only expensive, it also smells very, very special. Now, if you're one of those guys who's like me, who feels special in a t-shirt, go for it. It's one life. The fourth downside would be limited development. It's almost a linear fragrance, yeah? Starts off, as I explained, loses a little bit of waxy sweetness to it, jamminess to it. It loses all that, but still is just amazing. More patchouli dominated, more woody vetiver dominated, still amber because of the Peru balsam. But to me, it didn't matter because I just love this fragrance. I'm in a very jovial mood when it's it's a serious pick-me-up. It really is a very happy, jovial, special kind of fragrance with huge compliment factor. Now, age groups, I would say 25 plus would be the right age group. Occasions, any occasions, you can wear this to anything, throw anything to it. But it has to be a special sort of an occasion because it's quite expensive. Yeah, age groups I've covered, compliment factors I've covered, seasons I've worn this in every season. Yeah, even in summer, although summer amber, but because of oak and little touch of green patchouli and vetiver, make it quite suitable for a sort of a mild summer day. Although I wouldn't wear this in summer heat. I think I've covered all aspects. Special with a capital S. How many marks am I going to give it? I'm going to give it an 8 out of 10. Reason? All those downsides I mentioned, very difficult to get hold of. That's the only thing. And quite expensive. So, 8 out of 10. Hope you enjoyed the review, fellas. Take care. Bye-bye.